Well, if we look back to this time last week, we had almost nothing on our precipitation chance graph. We had almost zero rain chances out there, but we're finally starting to see some of that rain return back to the forecast, which I'm sure a lot of us are looking forward to, especially with this fire weather chance that we've been dealing with. A lot of rain would definitely help that out. We have our first chance coming today, but it's looking fairly isolated as we saw on radar earlier. Just a small pocket of rain, about a 20 to 30% chance, mainly for folks south of I-90, and then really similar isolated shower and thunderstorm chances going into Wednesday as well. Not really uncommon to see this kind of weather on hot and mostly sunny days like this. You can really get that air to start to rise up a little bit. And now that we have a little bit more moisture in the air too, we can start to support some light rain showers. Thursday though, not looking to be a light rain shower day. We do have a chance for some stronger thunderstorms to pass through in the evening hours as a cold front passes through the area later in the day. And then that system could still bring some light showers into the area on Friday before we get a little bit of a break going into Saturday, and then looking towards the start of next week, especially going into Monday evening and into Tuesday, an additional chance for some widespread showers to pass through. So multiple rain chances coming up. Definitely not a washout of a period by any means, but a lot more chance for rain than we were having as far as last week goes. Here's a look at what we're looking at today. Again, just some puffy cumulus clouds getting out there, especially near and south of I-90. We could start to see some development within those. Not a lot of impressive development though, as we're thinking mainly just some isolated showers, maybe feeling a couple thunderstorms in those as well, but likely all would be non-severe. That would really finish up by the evening hours, and then we're left with even some cloud coverage to stick around overnight, and that'll keep us fairly warm for our overnight lows. As we look ahead to tomorrow, it's going to be a pretty similar trend, although we'll have additional moisture making its way further to the north, so we could actually see a more widespread chance of those isolated showers and thunderstorms. There you can see them if you squint. Again, really not all that impressive activity, just a few quick pop-up showers and storms throughout the area, especially in the afternoon. Those continues to move off to the north, so everybody actually has a decent chance, if you're lucky, to get one of these showers until they move out of the area by the evening hours. And then additional moisture coming in off to our west. Then we can see it going into the morning hours for Thursday morning. Likely this morning batch really starts to break down, especially as we get over the Mississippi. You can see it breaking down there, not really having a lot of energy left to supply more moisture off to our east, but really that's not the event that we're looking at for Thursday. It's going to come a little bit later in the day. We'll have plenty of daytime heating happening, and then once that front hit, it really starts to build up, especially as it gets further into our area. We can start to see that line here around 4, maybe even 3 in the afternoon, but once it gets across the Mississippi, it really starts to zoom. So rain totals actually aren't looking all that impressive with this system, but the severe chance is still going to be there, especially for folks east of the Mississippi. So definitely something that we're going to want to be keeping our eye on. As far as rain chances go today, you're going to be lucky. Again, very scattered, similar trend as we go into tomorrow as well. Very scattered chances for those afternoon thunderstorms. And then Thursday, even though we have multiple chances both in the morning and in the afternoon, only going to get lucky if you can get over an inch of rain, which would be nice after all this dry weather that we've been having. Again, tonight looking pretty warm, staying in the low 60s, and then another warm one tomorrow. Most of the area getting back into the mid 80s out there, and we're staying in the mid 80s until about Wednesday and possibly going into Thursday too. Now that line is coming through a little bit later in the day. Friday though, look at that dip in temperatures, and then even looking towards the weekend, highs are returning back into the mid 60s out there. So a big temperature swing coming up.
Yeah, it's going to feel chilly, isn't it?
It is,
we're not used to that.
These 80s,
Yeah, okay, so enjoy these few days. Thank you, Nicole.